So what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do another Tales from the Past. Once again we start at square one, so at issue 1 in this case. And this is the 20, because it's, we're starting with an even number or round number, so I decided to go back to square one, aka, which means we're going to do a review of Aquaman, Time and Tide, issue 1, blockbuster, guest starring the Flash. And for those of you who don't know how I do these types of videos, we're going to who the team is, the writer, publisher, to do it, who the cover art, and we're doing this. After that we're doing the synopsis, and we go to do a quick breakup or breakdown, however you call it. And we put the plus, so the good, bad, and the ugly against each other. And we go with the final verdict, where this time I try to incorporate another source for my review. And the first source I'll be using for the synopsis from mycomicshop.com and the Grand Comic Database, or basically American sites where you could try, for those who live in America or in the United States, where you could track down which issue was released when, and how what the price point is at the moment, what the cover price is, in what kind of condition they are, things like that. And just like Captain Frugal, if you hear the paper rattle for a minute, I also have some notes ready. It's 1 page long, because I try to do it a little bit old-fashioned, even though I'm about 10 years or more younger than he is. And that's basically that part. And there will be parts in it that you might agree with or disagree with, or not. And you might find some things about my opinion or be wrong, or you don't agree with it, or you agree with it, or you don't agree with it at all. I mean, that's all fine. I'm kind of done with this whole drama YouTubers claim, because one particularly doesn't like a particular writer, artist, whatever, and things like that. I also have my fair share of artists and writers that I don't like, but I try to keep it civil. I just want to go back to the days where we could basically discuss a comic, webcomic, manga, manhwa, and European comics, and talk about where the pacing is good, where the writing is good, whether the art style suits or complements the writing, things like that. Those are how many words should have been in those panels, or was the amount of dialogue overshadowing the panels? How was the dialogue written? Those are the discussions we need to have. And without further ado, since we're already at 3.5 minutes, we're going to do who the team is. It was released in 1993. The team is the writer. We can go back to the pages right here. Right here. The writer is Peter David, and let's go have a synopsis here. It's Peter David, pencils by Kurt Javin, colors by Tom McCraw, if I spell it correctly. If I butchered, my apologies in advance. Inks by Brad van Kata, and editor Kevin Dooley, Big Fish with a Little Pond. And for those of you who don't know what this issue is all about, we're going to the synopsis. To keep it short, it's kind of with the right guns, or compared to what to his introduction. It basically goes over Aquaman's first encounter with the surface world, and how he meets the Flash, in this case Barry Allen, before he dies in Crisis on Infinite Earths, one kind of the first event of many. After that event went to shit, but I digress. And and how he was treated, how he was welcomed into the surface world, away from his from his kingdom, from Atlantis. Because he's also the ruler of it. And yeah, that's basically it. So now we're going to the synopsis. Start with Fish Islands. But honey is dead. No, he's not. His eyes are open. He's looking at me. Especially Arthur Curry's, aka Aquaman's childhood. You could hear the fish talk. And you can talk to fish. And yeah, the woman throws it away. Probably his adoptive mother or something. Or mother. And flush him? Sure. Bye bye, Goldie. Is he going to fish heaven now? That's right, honey. To fish heaven. And he ends up in sewers. He goes here. And ends up at sea and gets eaten by a bigger fish. Could be a tuna or something. And yeah, he gets and this is where it moves to, yeah, it's kind of pretty cool to, I don't know if Atlantis claim to know the future. I cannot even claim to being a queen anymore. For certain, even mother. The only thing I'm almost definitely, perhaps the most important one, is the last. So basically he's going over his family's history and his family's legacy. Thus, and somewhat unofficial keeper of the Atlantis Chronicles, signed Atlanta, which is basically his mother. So yeah, go to the first part, and there's a ton of ads here. I don't know why they do this, but yeah, it's American comics, I get it. So he's going over his family history, and basically writing down notes about his things in the past, what happened in the past, about how he came to be, how his family came to be, what they were responsible for. And yeah, came to this part. Insane, my mother was insane. Finally I have an answer to why my life. My mother was insane. I have an answer to why my life was always seemed so totally chaotic. It's always and out of control. Apparently I have this predisposition to it, because my mother, Atlanta, was a mad woman. I've always theorized that my father was a search dweller in my mother encountered, but here she claims I was fathered by a centuries-old Atlantean wizard. Was she a bad liar or just this delusional? Neither seems appealing. So yeah, basically, like any character, there are different origins or stories about the character's past, and this kind of, yeah, tells him that, yeah, they were actually, here's another story that Aquaman was fathered by a delusional underwater wizard known as, yeah, is coming from a long line of insanity known as, yeah, Cordax. That appears to be his father, an ancient wizard / demon from the deep sea. Based on the family history, insanity is the more likely. It seems like I'm descended from a long line of insanity, beginning with Cordax, apparently a monster of epic proportion who had blonde hair, command over the sea creatures, a rather distressing coincidence. That was kind of awesome. And before and after him, a procession of mostly scoundrels and villains. So here I am, the noble heroic Aquaman, Orin, according to my mother, and my ancestors are some of the most dangerous people in Atlantean history. So it was before they became civilized, I guess. The insanity part kind of reminds me of what a friend of mine over there in the States is writing about. Purgatory and Insanity. It's from Gods and Goddesses. You check the ebook out on Amazon, I guess, on Kindle. I'll post a link down there. It kind of reminds me of it. So what legacy for hero? Hero always a word. Hero always a word. They tried to hang on me. Never a word I was comfortable with. At least now I understand hero. I remember the first time I was called hero. So he calls over the first time that he was a hero and how he came in contact with the surface world. skill, which is basically Flashback, what the title already suggested. He hadn't come with contact with the humans since he left the Eskimos, or the Inuit. The breakup with her had left me aching and heart-shaking after several years, but there came the day when the sharks alerted me that something strange was going on. Strangely for surface dwellers. So yeah, it's basically kind of after he broke up with his girlfriend, I think it was Mara, or maybe there was another one before it, I don't know. But basically the Trickster, the first Trickster in this case, James Jesse, performs the heist at sea, and basically he robs an entire cruise ship, because that's what criminals do, what villains do. Offer a $10,000 reward for your capture. And if you're lucky, I'll turn myself in for it, otherwise forget it. Yeah, it's typical James Jesse, which the first Trickster, the other one is actual Walker. But yeah, this is the first one. It's before he died or something. So yeah, but here comes Flash, the first Flash, or not the first, the second one technically, but the first one in the New Earth or Prime Earth, Barry Allen. So yeah, he comes basically running across water, and but then Aquaman, aka Arthur Curry, rises from the water, and what the hell is going on here? You're scaring the fish. Whoa, watch it. Where the blazes did he come from? Yeah. I like how this hero encounter works. I'm not lying. It's kind of yeah, random, out of nowhere. Hey, who are you? Who are you? Kind of like when two apex predators meet each other. And think, huh? I don't notice it until now. A swim paddling around in the middle of the ocean. Beautiful. The athlete food is distracted by him. I'll spring these on him. So James Jesse throws kind of tubings around the Flash's ankles, and he loses the power to vibrate and to walk on water, so he sinks to the bottom of the ocean. But thank Neptune in this case, because well, in this case not, because the sharks are there to make quick work of him. And yeah, but thank you King Neptune. Aquaman is there for the rescue, and he tells him to stop, that they're not for food. What are you doing here, Waterman? You asked me here, you yeah, morons. I was minding my own business, and you asked me to check out the disturbances above. We did not. When did we do that? Just before. So yeah, sharks not particularly bright, and they have terrible sight. I don't recall, I got hazy on before. I think it was brought up. When what? When did we bring it up? Bring what up? Well, the one man says we brought up. What one man? Where did he go? So, for those of you who don't know, this is also could happen in real life. Sharks have terrible vision. And yeah, some fish, when they maneuver, it takes them time to adapt. So yeah, Aquaman, aka Arthur Curry, saves Flash. In this case, Barry Allen. Why did you attack me? I'm warning you, better stealthy, airman. You're literally out of your depth. You return to your precious atmosphere. Hinders on my continued good graces, so I'd be more polite if I were you. Yeah, show some respect to the holder of Neptune's trident. If you're so concerned about my safety, why didn't you just bring me back to the ship? I don't trust ships. On the other hand, I didn't want to leave you to the sharks, so I talked them out of eating you. Thought, okay, I believe you, but why? Because you couldn't let me die? No, that's not especially it. I feel more kingship to sea creatures than I do to airmen, and humans have no compunction about killing my kind. Which is kind of true. They don't like Atlanteans. Either they try to hurt you physically, or else they treat you like an outcast. Which is kind of what happens to him in this issue. And here's another ad. 2 pages this time, and I'm not interested in it. Even those Looney Tunes is kind of fun. I was just very curious about how we moved so fast and ran on water. But you're human, aren't you? No. What's your name? Curry. Okay, Curry, I'm called Flash. I'm one that Mia calls superheroes or superhumans. was special talents, and we basically done what a superhero is to him. Now you, I suppose. Me? I'm not superhuman. Ah, come on, you live on the water and talk to fish. What do you call that? My life. Beautiful. I like his sense of humor. He's completely blunt about it, and yeah. Dude, when I was interrupting, I was trying to catch a guy who was running above the water. He still finished. Now we're pretty far out to sea, so he must have a vehicle. I can find it, but what makes him any better or worse than you? Because he hurts people, and I help them. It's just you saved me for whatever reason. I think that makes you more like me than him. So basically, Flash, Barry Allen offers a quid pro quo to capture James Jesse and turn him in. And James Jesse is currently in his how do you call it, submarine. Basically, yeah, counting his money until the orcas arrive, and they basically perform knock-knock jokes on him, and he makes his way to the surface. But on the surface, Aquaman is waiting for him. So yeah, facing is good. So these fish were taking orders from you, huh? Well, this one takes orders from me. They're mammals, actually. Oops. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, James, and good night. So basically, Barry, with both Aquaman, Arthur Curry, and Flash, Barry Allen basically make quick work of James Jesse, and you'll have a whale of a tale to tell the rest of the Rogues Gallery when you wake up. So we're back to doing terrible puns again. Okay, we'll be going now. Wait, you look Curry, it's pretty obvious you've gotten a raw deal with us, airman. Let me make it up to you. The ship is robbed, sailed out to Crest Shore. It's a major tourist attraction and port. They'll be thrilled you helped out. Let them give you a hero's welcome. Hero? He still doesn't know what a hero is. So what happens here is probably kind of where I don't like where things are going. So he's Flash, Barry, and present him to the press, but they keep shooting pictures of him when it's the first time an Atlantean visits in the city. So it's going the whole taking pictures of him. He gets overwhelmed. But I can't let you just ditch Aquaman. Flash, you're gonna kill us. But the Trickster broke out of our cell holding cell. What do you have to? I assure you, Flash, he's in safe hands with us. Okay, if you're sure. And basically, he tells him that what happens, they bring Aquaman, who is kind of starts into some kind of people slash business guys who want to basically turn him into a money making machine. And you have to add him. Here's some merchandise samples. There's some even comic book interest. They're basically breaking the fourth wall, but I don't like how this is forced on him. I don't like any of this. So it's kind of use a picture of Ocean Master here. So look, babe, you're a swimmer, right? So you gotta learn to go with the flow. Hey, everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame, right? So basically and he needs he basically accidentally drinks vodka, and basically spits it out in his face, and he breaks out of the car. I do not like how he's I got leave with the Ocean King. Basically what happens to him when someone gets famous. But Arthur Curry wants to be left alone. This is where the comic kind of turns sour. Doesn't get off him. And there's the Trickster. And the people ask him to save him, and he's kind of done with the whole surface world. I don't blame him. There. Here, get back here. Listen, why didn't give you permission to leave? Where's he going? So James Jesse basically wants revenge on him. I believe this. Looks like I'm going to have to do more than convince you, and stick around. So basically, James Jesse's kind of trying to to provoke Aquaman to punching him, and it kind of happens right here. Aquaman is kind of done with it eventually and basically punches him in the face. Basically the easy way out. He did. He tricked the Trickster. What a guy, what a hero, what a plan. It wasn't my plan, you morons. My plan was to leave and let him do whatever the hell he wanted to you. I'm out because he was getting on his nerves, and the next one who opens his mouth, I'll do the same thing to him. Mr. Big Shot. Superheroes are all got addicts, you know. I splash around, big deal. It's not like cool like Green Lantern. So basically tell all kinds of things about him, and yeah. Arthur is done, he wants to get back to the ocean, and I don't blame him at all. I hear what happened. I'm so sorry, Aquaman. I didn't mean for... Look, if you won't take it from them, at least take it from someone who just wants to tell you that he thinks you're a hero, a hell of a guy. And he gives him the key to the city. And he goes away. And until the next story called Fish Tales. It's another short story going over his origins. And this is where it ends. And here's some old Nintendo game, I guess. This brings us back to the good, bad, and the ugly. So the plus and minus. The interior art style is it's kind of suiting for the 90s era, for the early 90s, before it transitioned to the late 90s. And the cover art is okay. I'm not a big fan of the cover art, but it is what it is. Writing could have been better for this, because this, I'm a first time reader of Aquaman, but I have questions about it. I mean, I like this. The action with the Flash, etc., taking out James Jesse was great. But the first half was good. The second half, kind of where he went into the social, where he tried to make some kind of a new, poster boy or something. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how he was treated. Especially for it served better. It felt, and the way it ended felt rushed and easy. I'm sure there are people who like this types of story, but this one's clearly not for me. He gets punched out. He just basically punched out the villain. It's kind of easy way out story. Just something to kill time with. I don't know. It felt to me. It felt like the writer wasn't even trying to make something good out of it, but it could be me. It's me. So now we're getting to the final verdict, and this is where it surprised me for a minute, because here I'm going to use a new tool that I kind of discovered thanks to guys like Captain Furl. It's called the League of Comics Geeks, and I'm going to check out the stats for a minute. Here it is, because 47 out of 55 liked it with a 3.8 average rating. And it stands at 85%. For me, I can give it higher than a 55 out of 100, because maybe it's because I'm first time reader, maybe it's because I can't help but expect a little more, and I think it's kind of, he was kind of, the way Arthur Curry was treated in this book, Aquaman, I'm a first time reader, but he deserves way better, and if this were animated, it would be an animated atrocity for sure. But apparently people seem to have liked this type of short story. I don't know, but for me, I said felt rushed, and it was like the writer wasn't even trying. I don't know. But people seem to have different opinions, and that's fine. I just expected a bit more for a first-time reader, but it's not the worst, but not the best either. First half is good, but second half kind of turned kind of wasted a potentially good story. But that's about it. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and if you'd like to see what I'm working on with my hardworking friend. Gerald Warrior issue 1 and 2 are now available on Global Comics as a webcomic. The first one is also on the official website, where you can read them in whatever form you want, vertical scrolling or traditional. And you can buy the digital PDFs for €2 each. Same thing goes to if you want a physical copy or you want other digital options. Go to the Gumroad store where you can get both issues for €2 each, $2, and the physical ones for €8 each. Unfortunately, shipping cost is something I cannot control, but it is what it is. And yeah, with this I close the video. I'll be posting the links down in the video below, and the next issue is going to be we're going further back in time to the 60s, to the Brave and the Bold, with the first appearance of Starro the Conqueror. So, see you then. Talk to you guys later. Peace.